Oh, somebody ran into something. It ain't working at all. We definitely need it. You can see the siding bubble here. Make sure you're in all the way right up.
Let's roll. Max, you ever wonder what makes somebody a millionaire?
No.
Did you know they can trace it back to your genome, to your genetics? We were doing a podcast the other day, and we talked about a lot of good things on the podcast, a lot of great things on the podcast. But some people took some of the things we said kind of negatively. What do you think they focused on? Do you think they focused on the good or the bad?
Probably the bad.
They focused heavily on the bad. They went hard into the bad. In life, you're fundamentally wired to focus on that because your little caveman brain back in the day when a dinosaur was sneaking up on you programmed something deep inside of you that said focus on the bad, because if the ground's shaking or there's a noise in the dark, from back then that meant you were probably about to die. You're wired to notice the negative. There could be so much good that you could focus on, but you're going to focus on the negative because you're conditioned that way. It's just simple facts. The people that end up becoming successful millionaires, entrepreneurs, billionaires, etc., 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 they tend to focus on the upside. So this week right here, we've raised over $1 million and closed on over $1 million worth of real estate right now this week. I could have focused on the bad week we had last week. I could have focused on the expenses on a job that got out of hand that, we missed, or, flood the property that flooded when it froze. I could have just drowned myself in things that I couldn't control, right? Or I could focus on the positive and say, hey, look, we got a fund, we're raising money. I'm going to focus on raising money, and then we're going to go buy real estate. We're going to go purchase real estate with it. And we're going to get the ones across the finish line that can get us paid the fastest. We're going to get those all closed as fast as we can get them closed so we can get some more revenue, because I can't change the expenses. Like I can marginally change the expenses. I could get my expenses to zero, but I could get my income to trillions of dollars. So I'm going to focus on revenue. I'm going to focus on fundraising. I'm going to focus on the next opportunity and looking at real estate. I'm going to focus on the marketing and getting into the marketing and saying, hey, what's going on in here? What deals can we pick up? Okay, we got those deals. I'm going to focus on the stale inventory we have, and like little $15,000 house here, a little $16,000 house there. We're owner financing those, but we're not putting any effort into it. Let me get Michael working on owner financing these. Let me get some bandit signs out to owner finance these. Let me put some energy and effort into getting more revenue, getting more money in the bank, getting some refinances through so those people can put their money into the fund. Let me put some energy and effort onto that instead of being butthurt over a $10,000 expense last week that already happened. Does that make sense? So the fundamental difference between at least me and, I would even say most of the people that I work around or work with, is I don't focus on none of that. I can't change it. It's not gonna, it's not gonna matter. It's like the fuel that goes into this truck. I don't control the price. I don't control, how much I need. I can't redesign this truck to make it get better fuel economy. The only thing is, I know I need fuel. I gotta have fuel. So if I gotta have fuel and I can't afford to buy fuel, I gotta go make more money. If I go make more money, fuel will no longer be my problem. But if I just focus on the fuel and go to the internet and bitch about the price, bitch about the gas mileage, whatever, I'm focusing on the wrong thing. So I would tell anybody that's out there that's focusing on the negative, give focusing on the positive a try. Focus on the top line, and the bottom line will take care of itself. Focus on revenue, focus on opportunities, get around people with money, and see if it don't work out for you. Let's roll.
Oh, somebody ran into something. Where's your problem?
It would be right on the hinge where you can't get a good bite on it. Practice it, or you're going to have to try to open it at the same time.
Oh, I do. Shit, I gotta keep out.
How's that oil look?
It's almost not there.
You don't have the key to this, do you?
Yeah, I do.
Oh. Did I give it to you?
I know. I went and bought 2 more this morning from the Kubota dealer on the way. So these pink stakes, the 4 pink stakes are the 18 by 80 or 78 pad that we have to cut. It's 5 foot, 4-inch drop from here to that back corner. We're gonna do a cut and fill. He's gonna cut out the back, bring it up here, and then we're gonna take the excavator and just trench back around.
You can't cut out the back. We don't know what's back there. That's the only place there's gonna be anything.
It's already marked up.
Oh, okay. We ain't cutting no fucking shit out the back of that.
He just wants to build up from here.
The way that water will run, you're gonna end up building a little pond under that house. We're just gonna haul in a bunch of dirt and fucking build it. So DJ can be building a pad in Texas if we get it staked.
Yes.
And then we're waiting on dirt down here.
Yep.
So why don't we go stake it so DJ can go to work?
All right. The other day I came up, we were getting dirt dropped, and there was a wheelbarrow and a shovel there, and I kept coming back by, and it would be moved around the lot. And I finally caught the dude. I'm like, hey bro, what are you doing? He's like, oh yeah, I'm just getting some dirt from my flower beds. I'm like, but that's my dirt. Like, I'm paying to get it dropped. And he's like, yeah, but I just need a little bit of it, so I'm just gonna go ahead and keep taking it. And I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, it's just for my flower beds, so I'm just gonna get it. And I'm like, please stop taking my dirt. Please stop stealing dirt. Like, I don't really care. Like, if he'd have just asked, I'd have been like, take all you want. It's just a weird conversation that he was assuming that was okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a weird assumption. So it's real important when you buy these things to come look at them. Somebody staked this one. This one's been staked. There's stuff being developed all over out here, but the one on the other side of that gully there I went and looked at the other day, they had listed for 8 for 2 lots. And it seemed too good to be true, or 10,000. I went and looked at it, and there's only about, I don't know, 500 square foot at the max off 2 lots that you can build on, because the rest of it's creek bed. Well, there's all kinds of other stuff, like, right? This house goes out the front of that road, but they've got these steps that come down here. Even if they don't own this back lot, that would be an implied easement, because they've been using it for so long. So you've got to know to look at stuff like that. They do own it all the way down to the road, and they own a bunch of lots on the other side. So that's good, but you have to check stuff like that. If you don't know what kind of issues you're buying sometimes.
How do you check stuff like that?
I'm looking at Landglide right now, looking at their lots on the overhead, and odds are they all have the same last name, that they own them all. Guess who's holding the paper on that property in Halton? Tang and Eric.
Really?
Yeah, I just got off the phone with them. I was like, hey guys, get us a payoff for this. I don't want to do a TRO, please.
What did they say?
They said, we're getting it together.
Oh, how'd you find that out?
Well, I called Jennifer back and was like, I always loop Kitty in because Kitty doesn't understand where these are if I don't. So I called her back. I got them both on the phone. I said, what's the deal? What's your correspondence? She said, I don't know. She CC'd some guy named Tang and some guy named Eric Kane trying to get a payoff. And I'm like, let me just make a phone call. And I got off the phone.
Man.
So anyways, they're getting it for us. They said they're in Granbury today too.
We got to make $100,000 a week, you know? Got to make $100,000 a week. That's just what we got to do every single week. If we don't make $100,000 a week, we're not living up to our potential, period. It's just flat out. Some people are okay with $400 a week. Some people aren't even happy with $100 a week. You know what I'm saying? It's an insignificant number in reality. It doesn't really matter. If you ever do make $100 per week, then you got to change it to $1 million a week. It's just what you got to do. Otherwise, you won't pay attention. You know what I mean? People sit around all day trying to make sense of $400 this week. And they're turning the light off when they leave the room. They're fucking, looking at what's on sale at the grocery store. They're like, ooh, you know what I mean? It's a lot of hard work to make it on $400 a week. Fucking lot of hard work. I would rather work just as hard in a different direction and try to make $100 a week. You know what I mean? And not have money be the problem. Money's not the problem when you're trying to make $100,000 a week. There's going to be some other problem. In this case, it was communication. No communication was the problem. One person's pushing, saying, go, move, whatever. Everybody else is like, oh, we got plenty of money. We got plenty of money. It'll be okay. You wanna know why? They've already made sense of their bills. They made sense of their situation. They've got just enough to get by. You know what I mean? The price of eggs ain't bothering them at all. They're like, oh, I got eggs. I don't need it. I don't need it. They're being selfish by all means because they can't hire nobody. You know what I mean? We got a down economy. There's going to be some talent out there on the streets. You can go hire some really great people if you got money to hire. But if you're living selfishly and going, oh, I've got just enough to get by. Just enough to get by. A little selfish attitude. You should have an abundance of capital on hand because you can, simply because you can, because you have the ability to this week. You have the team that can do it. You have the staff in place to do it. Why not live in abundance, get more than you need, okay? That way when your buddy needs a job, you can hire that motherfucker. So he can go home with dignity and look his family in the face and say, you know what, I don't have to miss a paycheck. It's a simple problem to solve. Push hard into the marketplace. Do everything you can. Don't have a scarcity mentality where you think, quit trying to conserve, try to replicate. Do it every week. Do it every day. Make it every ounce of your fucking being. And then you won't have the problems.
So, you know how to make a square out of nothing? Sweet.
We're putting out 16 by 76 foot trailers, which means our pad, the flat part of the pad has to be an extra foot on each side. So 18 by 78 minimum. Put another stake over another foot that way, DJ. Why?
Jennifer?
Yes.
Hey, so I got a hold of Tang and Eric. They said they would make sure we got a payoff. They said the lady, I think, was confused about how to do the payoff. I guess the one that has the underlying. I mean, they were really nice about it. Like, I think it's their first time to put one together.
Oh, okay. Well, that would make sense.
So they're, I don't know, but they're the ones that are holding the paper. I think they're the actual ones that lent her money.
Yeah.
How?
Okay. Well, great. I will touch base with her. I guess give her like an hour, and then say, hey, to my understanding, this has all been resolved. Where are we at? I'll give her about an hour.
They said they would get it to us. It might be tomorrow. Once you get done out here with him, we'll run up there and I'll grab that excavator real quick and move those branches so they can start dumping loads up there.
So these are a septic field. This trailer is the one on that lot. So all we got to do, because these are back to back, this center line is what we're worried about making all this stuff stack off of. And then we can measure across the back and do the stakes out here real quick. And it'll be real simple. Just give and go quick and fast. We just got to set 8 stakes, maybe 10 stakes, and then we measure between and it'll all be done. Real easy peasy. I'm gonna get the string out, start stringing stuff so we can start measuring. See this iron pin? That iron rod's that's your marker. So if I was a real surveyor, I'd see this right here? That's for a plumb bob. So you set it right over that pin. Good. Yeah, we're looking for that post. Here, let me get it. You see the siding bubble here. Make sure you're in all the way up. 350. So here's our mark right here. So this mark right here, I need to go 90 degrees that way. So we're just gonna go a hard 90. All right, so I want to show you something. Here's some things to look for on a mobile home. Right up here, you see this very small drip edge all the way down, very small, has no eaves, okay? That's an older mobile home. If you go over there, look at it. I don't know if that's a 70s or an 80s, but it has no drip edge. So the water would just run down the outside, okay? The difference in our home and this home is ours has a 6-inch, okay? So 6 inches off the outside of the house, which means no water is running down this and then seeping into here and destroying it, okay? Now, this particular home, carpet in the living room, it's got that wallpaper type, small 1/4-inch sheetrock, maybe. That could be some sort of paneling. Kitchen's pretty normal for a mobile home, for mica countertops. Sink, just a regular old sink, just regular old stainless steel sink. Does have stainless steel appliances, pretty decent. Stoves, you know, I mean, it's an upgraded stove. It's not a bottom line stove, but it's not a flat top. Standard floors, but the difference in this home will be these cabinets. These are not real wood cabinets. This is made of particle board. When it gets wet, it will tear up. Cabinet doors are the first thing to go in a mobile home, where they attach. The moisture kind of gets to them, and eventually they start coming off. So Jessup recognized that, so they put a real wood cabinet door on. Ours, I believe this house right here is only a 14 wide, I believe. I mean, it seems a little bit smaller. Ours is a 16 wide. I have to go out here and look at the label to find out, but it does seem not as wide. Ours has an island, real wood doors. The doors are probably similar as far as the inside doors, but these cabinet doors, everything in our Jessup's real wood, so completely different product. Okay, so this bathtub right here, 100% plastic. Okay, it's a plastic bathtub. There's nothing else to say. Our bathtubs in our homes are gonna be fiberglass. You're gonna notice a difference when you see it. You'll definitely notice a difference when you feel it. You'll notice a difference in quality, durability, how long it lasts, everything. You will notice a difference when you see a Jessup home, and it's in its own insert. It's not. You'll just have to see it. I don't know how to. I don't know the words to describe how shitty this bathtub is. This right here, now that's real glass. That's nice, but this is a 2-piece shower, plastic, not fiberglass. If it was a sealed unit, if it was a 1-piece sealed unit, it'd be quality product. But since it's a 2-piece, it's going to leak down here at the bottom. It's going to get these floors wet. It's going to get moisture in the walls. Eventually, if you own this thing long-term, whether you were moving into it or wanting to hold it as a rental, eventually this is going to cause you a problem. The Jessup home does not have this. Quality sink insert. That's nice. Nice something to throw that upgrade in. Ceiling fans, I mean, these have they're nice. Nice upgrade, got a ceiling fan. Some mobile homes don't even come with a ceiling fan. This one has one, so it's going to be decent. It does have high E or energy efficient windows. That's a nice touch. I mean, the doors, it does seem like an upgraded door, but no, just not it. This product right here is currently on the market for $185,000. Square footage wise, it's 1280. Let's see. Let's do a little multiplication right quick. 1280. Actually, we're going to do some division. 1280 divided by 16. So that would mean this home would have to be 80 foot long. I don't know that this one's 80 foot long. Maybe it is. Come down here, guest bathroom, bedrooms, carpet, and everyone. I mean, the bedrooms are bigger. I don't like the paneling on the wall. I don't like the texture.
Again, this tub here is worse than the other one because this is a 4-piece. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3-piece insert. You would want a continuous unit. If you're going to put in a bathtub like this, you would want to install it to where it's all one piece. This is going to leak. It's going to leak in several places. It's going to cause problems in this bathroom long term. That's going to be a problem. The main reason why we're putting in Jessup homes, from the moment I saw the quality, I knew if I had to own it long term, it would hold up better. And that's really the plan. I mean, this house will survive the first, 5-10 years, probably without a lot of problems. You know what I mean? But 15 years into owning this home, you're going to start having some real problems. Price point on this house is $185. Our target price was $165. We're running into some additional costs, so maybe we try to get $185. I don't know if we need to. But if these right here do sell for $185, we're definitely going to be listing ours at that. These homes weren't installed whenever we started our project. We started looking at doing our project. These homes weren't here. They're putting them in pretty fast out here. We're going to go look at some more that they're currently installing and see what those products look like. See this eave? Compared to the last home we looked at, this one's got much more overhang, okay? Don't know what the brand is. Oh, there's a huge difference in the quality of this house. I think this is a Jessup, I really do. Spoody's saying all this nonsense about the septic, right? Look at this soil. Clay, rock. So there's a label we could look up what brand it is. Yeah, this is, I 100% believe this is a Jessup home. To Clayton, and it's been 100% upgraded. I mean, but it's got the stuff. It's got the stuff you'd like to see. So it's got the little island. It's got the big single sink. These are cabinets. I don't know. I mean, it seems a little, maybe not, but maybe like the windows. You see the trim. This is real. I don't know if this is. I mean, it's real textured sheetrock. I mean, it's a nice finish up. And they probably had to do, man, they'd have to come in and fix cracks and all kinds of stuff. But it's a smart house of some sort. Bathroom, oh yeah. You can't see it, but this is a single insert tub. Fiberglass, okay? Single insert. I mean, getting a mobile home, get that upgrade. Got to upgrade its sink. I mean, this thing, everything about this is nice. Not real wood cabinets, but nice. This is an upgraded model. Don't know what this thing would cost. Recessed lights in the ceilings. I mean, it's super classy, man. Super classy. Got a screen door. For the way in there, they'll have to install that. Upgraded thermostat. We're going to upgrade the thermostat in all of ours. Simply because it's a $180 change out that adds so much value. Check out this master bath. Oh yeah, dual vanity. It doesn't have the tub, shower insert. It's only got the shower, but it's a single piece insert, real fiberglass. I like this one a lot better. I don't know if this is an investor doing this. This seems a lot like somebody's going to move in it. That they're not doing this as like a spec home. So, but we'll keep an eye on it, and I'm going to keep an eye on that septic. I'm going to keep an eye on the whole project because, one, I want to know how they get away with their septic. Two, I want to know if this thing sells for a premium. I mean, if they're asking $185 for the one we just looked at, and what are they going to try to get for this? I mean, this is a premium home compared to that one. This is how you blow a knee out. So no, this ain't a Jessup home, but this is it's got some good quality features. That overhang makes it nice. This is a Clayton. That overhang makes it nice. I mean, it's installed good. I'm happy for it. We're good to go.